Welcome back to McKinney Competitions. Delighted to say I'm joined now by this young man, Stephen Mead. And Stephen is our very latest winner. He's the one who won the villa in Portugal, or a massive £500,000. Now, before we start, we get through to the proper questions. You're only back from Korea. You're a bit of a well-known musician. Would that be a way to put it?
Yeah, I play the euphonium. I've been playing it all my life, really, since the age of 10. I teach the euphonium, I make CDs and travel as a soloist. So last week I was in USA with the brass band of Battle Creek, and then just got back late last night from South Korea. I had a concert there with the Jeju Wind Orchestra. Got home, went to bed, couldn't sleep, got up, came to Belfast to meet you guys. It's amazing.
Well, I have to say you look magnificent. You don't look jet lagged at all. Stephen, I have to tell you, I wouldn't fancy that trip. I think I would look destroyed, I'd say, after that. But you enjoyed Korea. You travel the world with your profession.
I'm very lucky.
You're clearly very good at it.
Yeah, I mean, I've started very young.
Now, don't be shy. just tell the people you're very good at it, aren't you?
Well, if you want to have a listen, go to Spotify or wherever you listen to music, Amazon, and just put my name and maybe the word euphonium, EUPHONIUM, and you'll find my music. So I always prefer to let the music do the talking, but I've had a wonderful music career, and I've always been very lucky in my life. You know, I've been in the right place at the right time, and I was the first euphonium teacher at the Royal Academy of Music in London, and then the Birmingham Conservatory, and now I've been a professor of euphonium at the Royal Northern College in Manchester. This is my 35th year. So, but that was luck, and what happened to me a few weeks ago was the most incredible luck that I still haven't got over.
I'm going to talk to you about that. You're talking about music. It was music to your ears whenever I rang you that Sunday night to say that you'd won this latest prize. But tell me before that, because apparently you'd never won anything before until the previous week. Tell us about that.
That's right. No, I've always occasionally entered lotteries and things, but never won anything at all. And so the week before this draw, I went to my local Fenny Drayton Village Christmas fair, and I got there at 2:30 in the afternoon. The place was bustling. My neighbour was running the raffle just inside the church door. I said, Anne, give me 5 tickets, £5, a little strip, put it in my pocket, thought no more about it because I don't win these things. And about 5:30, my doorbell rings, and she's standing there with this huge. She said, "You won first prize." I said, "Anne, I never win first prize." Anyway, it was mine. And
big Christmas hamper.
Yeah, bottles of wine, some biscuits, and all sorts of lovely things, most of which have mysteriously disappeared by now. So I went to Manchester a couple of days later, and I was just telling my students, we had a class with my wonderful euphonium class, and I said, "I think my luck has changed," and they were all laughing. And what? I won a Fenny Drayton Christmas hamper. And it said, "I think I'm going to just continue my winning run." It was something like that, but I wasn't serious. Anyway, that night, I bought my first ever ticket for a McKinney competition.
And what was your reaction? Because I remember whenever we did ring it, it was almost understated. It almost was as if you thought, this can't be true, this can't be real.
What I did say is that I recognized your name, and I recognized your voice from the adverts. I've been watching the adverts for a couple of weeks, and it's Logie here. Pick up the phone. It's like, okay, this could be real. And then I'm not the one to punch the air, to be honest, but I was just slowly taking it in. But after we spoke, we had a nice 10-minute conversation. After we spoke, I couldn't sleep that night. I went right through until about 6 o'clock in the morning when I woke up. My heart was pounding, and elation and disbelief, and checking the website. As I say, it was the first time I'd entered a competition.
And you rang your mother. That was the first person you rang in the morning to tell her about your good luck, and she was delighted for you.
She was delighted. My wonderful mother is 87 years old, not in the very best of health, but she's just incredible. And she's been saying the last few weeks, because I've had a few little tough issues in my life, she said, "I'm praying for you." I said, "Mum, I've got some amazing news. I've won this prize." And she had a little tear in her eye, and I said, "Mum, you have to realize this was more than good fortune. I bought a ticket for it. She said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So she was thrilled, and we speak every couple of days. Even called her when I was in Korea, and she's just so thrilled. She's so thrilled because
You also rang your son, and he went, "No, that's not true. It can't happen. This is all a bit of a joke."
I think it's a natural reaction.
Yeah.
My daughter believed me before my son did, because my son's into monetary things, you know, in London. He said, no, it must be a scam. Very dismissive. I said, James, you need to go and check this out. And he called me back, messaged me. He said, Dad, it's unbelievable. You. And I said, yep. It's
But of course now you've also had you've had dealings now with McKinney competitions.
Yeah,
and,
fantastic.
For anybody who's looking, it's no scam. It's real. These people are real, and these people they're fantastic with
really
aftercare. You know
Yeah.
that yourself, right?
Yeah, it's been. It is like a fantasy. As I said, I've never really gambled anything in my life. You know, horse racing, whatever. And I just saw this villa and I thought, I know that area. That place looks amazing. And there's this guy, Logie, running around saying, here's the ensuite and here's the heated swimming pool. And I was just taken by it. And I, take my money.
Well, now you're taken back. We're sitting here in the house in Cultraw, which is the next big draw for McKinney's. We'll take you around and have a wee look around after. But I have to ask you it's not the $1 million question, it's the $500,000 question. You have the villa, you know Albufeira, you like it.
Yes.
And you have the £500,000 cash. Now, for me, I think that'll be a very difficult decision. The villa, for me, is magnificent. Have you made your mind up?
I have made my mind up now. It took me some days of talking to friends and people, and in the end I decided to take the money. People will say, you're crazy, the villa's amazing, but actually my needs at the moment are such that it's just a gift from God. It's incredible. So I'll be taking the money, and you can go and live in the villa.
I'm delighted for you. And you can tell all our viewers in McKinney's too that it is real, it happens, Yeah. And the McKinney's people have been superb to you since you got the news, haven't they?
Amazing, yeah. Even inviting me here today to Belfast and see this beautiful house, but I'm so grateful, I feel blessed and very fortunate. And I would urge people that thinking about, is it real, do real people win these prizes? Yes, they do, so.
Well, now, wait a minute. I was always told that things come in threes. So you won the Christmas hamper at the local fair. Yeah. You've taken the $500,000. What's next? What are you aiming to win next? The Euro Millions or something?
Well, I hadn't thought about that. Actually, I was quite happy to stop there, but
you're ready on the winner. You're not okay.
I think I'll put 20 quid on this place as well.
Yes,
Yeah. But thanks so much, Logie. It's been amazing to meet you and to meet all the people connected with the competition.
Well, it's very nice of your kind words, but I'm only one of the ones. There's an awful lot of a real hard-working team behind the scenes who work so hard to ensure that you, like every other winner, is treated with courtesy and respect. We're delighted for you. Well done. I'm delighted your mummy, who is still going strong, is very happy, and hopefully you'll be looking after her now.
Yeah, she'll be watching this.
Yeah. Now, hey, don't go small, go big, go big. So listen, you look after her and you look after the whole family. And
yes, absolutely.
All we can say is wish you a very, very happy Christmas. And now I will tune in to see and listen to your musical expertise, because we're dealing with a famous musician and a winning musician and a man, listen, who is going to make even more sweet music in the months and years to come. Steve, all I can say,
thanks so much again.
Delighted, God bless, well done. Thank you now.